This episode is called Tails in Charge, and this is another very obvious title. Hopefully Mobius isn't in complete ruins by the end. Then again, I've made my stance on this show clear by now, so do whatever you want to the world. And welcome back to Statue Watch. We only have one this time. It's another standard one. I actually left the background open this time so you can actually see because I kind of screwed up with my screenshot, but it wasn't enough for me to really feel like going back. The one you see in the background is the correct one. Episode 24 looks a little darker because I got it when it was in the middle of a screen transition. But it is the same statue. It's just another fine dark statue. I'm using 9-2 and 7-2 as comparisons, but there's a bunch I could use. They all look basically the exact same. However, I don't think they're carbon copies. Like with 9-2, you can definitely see more fine detail on than you can with the episode 24 one. I'm not sure why, but that's how it is. Anyway, back to the episode. The episode starts with Robotnik bragging about his new machine, and no show. I thought we had an agreement that human hands on grounder was a crime against humanity and could not be shown under any circumstances. The machine in question is another freezing ray, or petrification. You get the idea. Not sure why Robotnik keeps building these genius grounders was the only one that ever worked, and even that backfired from things outside of his control. Though this one was pretty successful, as it freezes Scratch in place and makes them effectively immovable. One robot hand and one human hand. Now you're taunting me, show. I'll stop bringing it up for this video, but it's a constant for the episode. Scratch is freed, and the two are sent to capture the Hedgehog. See Grounder's new plane set in motion to distract him with a billboard, and a dancing bird lands on the rock, dislodging it and sending it out early, allowing Sonic to dodge, don't ask. Of course the scheme fails. Poor Grounder though, he almost had it. Scratch makes his own plan, which is basically just Grounder's plan, but dumber. Sonic sees through it instantly, but decides to go anyway, because he likes chili dogs of danger. Of course! Sonic goes in disguise, and it goes how you think. Poor Grounder blows up into different animals and even a rocket, don't ask. Scratch chases Grounder for being an idiot with the freeze beam, which Sonic and Tails mistake as being aimed at them, so they run, but Tails runs back like a dummy, so Sonic goes to save him and his zapped. And that's it, show's over. For real this time, I'm sure of it. The exact same thing happened in the last episode. You'd think Sonic would have learned by now, but nope. Tails steals the statue of Sonic away from the robots as they are fighting. Robotnik is informed of the situation as all three of them now chase Tails to steal Sonic. Eventually, Tails finds a hidden building to hide out in. Tails resolves to find the machine again to bring Sonic back, but oh no, the robots found him. They ram a massive fist tank at the building, so Tails goes in disguise. I guess he's not as good at it as Sonic is though, because Scratch sees through the scheme. I don't know though. It felt well enough thought through, at least as much as any of Sonic's schemes. If anything, it's a bit smarter. Tails overhears the robots discussing a plan from right above them and yells in protest, somehow not alerting the robots. Wow. Tails builds his own contraption to stop the robots, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this might be the first sign of Tails' intelligence in the show. 24 episodes in. 25 if you count the pilot. It's probably an accident as cartoon shenanigans usually are, but still, it's neat. It gives off a Home Alone vibe with how comically it's set up. It's beautiful. The robots finish their trap, as does Tails. So Scratch calls Tails over, and they both perform a song and dance together. The poor robots end up bruised and abused, and Tails has a chili dog. So the robots bring out the freeze beam. It goes exactly how you think. Sonic is freed and puts on a disguise. It actually does go down how you think it will this time. The episode ends with the Robotnik, Scratch, and Grounder being dropped in quick-drying cement. The Sonic says it's about home security, which it's a bit of a stretch, but it's fitting enough. The segment's whatever. Most of these segments aren't really worth writing home about. It's just a little throwaway at the end. As for the episode itself, absolute middle of the pack. I've got nothing to add to this. It is another super forgettable episode, not helped with one of its main mechanics being reused from a much better episode, which was one episode ago. Until next time, take care, stay safe, have a good one. Bye-bye.